Dear Spirit, please connect me with a past loved one of any of my subscribers or anyone who will be watching this video. I received the words malevolent and main event and the word mischievous. I received the word gossiping. I'm channeling the song IDGAF, I Don't Give Up. I can't remember who sings it. I received the word merry-go-round. And this is referring to something happening over and over and over again. It's also referring to like a never-ending cycle in someone's life. I received the word mainframe. Mainframe is a word that has come through several readings now. And it refers to some kind of computer which houses the origins or the main information, the main structure where the information is kept of a business having to do with illegal activities and organized crime. I'm being shown a girl. She has a crown on her head. I received the words malevolent institution. I just received the words gain control over her life. Also the word mirage. This is referring to someone casting illusions, casting dark magic spells, spreading lies, gossip. It refers to defaming someone. Someone cast a mirage over someone's life to gain control over their life. I received the words spring fling, also the word marauder. This is referring to someone defamating someone's character, casting the mirage about them in order to steal from them. And spring fling, this has to do with an affair. I just received the words, you can massage them. These words, they represent words used by a woman to instruct a man, a father, how to groom his children. groom, meaning grooming his children for sexual exploitation, and worse, trafficking and sacrificing. I'm receiving the words main event again, and the words mischievous plunder. This has to do with whatever activities took place in order to steal what these people stole. I received the word men and plunder again. I received the words American soil. Spirit, who is the past loved one, please? I received the words taught to humble faster than they are. This is referring to these people, these two who are having an affair, a man and a woman. The woman instructing the father how to groom his children, to prepare them for trafficking and sacrificing. They were given messages, both divine messages and messages in their physical reality, to humble themselves, to stop doing what they were doing. They chose to not stop what they were doing. Also, while what they were doing was clearly wrong, and they should not have needed any message to let them know that, they chose to ignore the messages, the guidance, the direction that they were receiving. Also, the messages they were receiving came from multiple sources. There are some people who know what they were doing, and I'm being shown a coven who also take part in dark magic rituals with this woman to accomplish various agendas, goals to exploit other people in many different ways. I am being shown the feet of the Wicked Witch on the Wizard of Oz movie. The scene where the house falls out of the sky and lands on the Wicked Witch, and all you can see is her feet sticking out from underneath. This is referring to a couple of things. One is, there is a house or a building or some kind of asset that this woman who's in the affair with this man, she stole. And I say she because although there were many people involved with the stealing of a house or assets, or both, she was the one who set it up. It was her arranging. It was her maneuvering, her orchestrating, delegating, connecting with people, places, and things in order to make this happen. This woman was highly jealous of this man's wife. This woman knew that this house, assets, money belonged to this man's wife, and she had some sort of authority in order to arrange the robbery of this woman. And by authority, I mean connections. Friends in high places, as they say. Also people willing to do her bidding. Followers who, for whatever reason, tend to worship this woman. This woman has been given a lot of power through the acts of others relinquishing their own. The house falling on the Wicked Witch. This represents what's going to happen to this woman in the future. Whatever she tried to steal, it's going to bring her to her end. I'm being given the words, fingerless paint. This is referring to no longer having the ability to paint pictures, to create mirages about this man's wife who they were stealing from. I'm getting also that it has something to do with the fingers themselves. And I'm being brought back to the words, you can massage them. The fingerless paint. The word fingerless is referring to someone's inability to no longer be able to massage someone. Whether that be child victims of sexual exploitation, trafficking, and sacrifice, or anyone else. I received the words, blue balloon. Blue balloon. This is referring to the spirits of young souls who have died tragically in situations such as this. And I am being told that this message these young souls are now free. They are free to fly high and return to source. These blue souls, these saddened children who came to their demise in horrific ways, they are now free. This message is freeing them. I am receiving the words, Mother, may I. These words have surfaced in prayer readings, having to do with secret societies, in particular male secret societies, who undergo initiation practices to prove themselves through the ritual sacrificing of their own children, or anyone in general who they can manipulate into such situations that would lead to someone's ritual sacrifice. Sometimes these are children, and sometimes they are not. I'm being shown an adult male who was massaged and who is no longer with us, who is waiting for someone to find his grave. I am being shown that anyone who worked with this woman will also experience an ending of some sort. I received the word doctor. Also the word entangled. And the word fortune. I also just received the words total recall. This is a movie from a long time ago, and it has to do with planting false memories into someone's brain in order to get them to have a certain reality. It's basically like brainwashing so that someone believes that they have experienced a certain experience or that they have lived a certain kind of life. And in the context of this reading, it is referring to a type of dark magic that has been used against people who were not only victims of this woman, of this coven, and of many other people who worked with her, but it was also used against the people who worked with her in order to maintain dominance and control over them, in order to create this mirage around this woman she was trying to steal from, creating a very strong narrative about her and getting other people to participate through various means of groupie behavior, childish bullying and peer pressure at an age where this woman should have grown out of those behaviors long ago. And the people who followed her should have as well. The dark magic that was placed over many people, victims and otherwise, it not only has to do with mind control, but it has to do with one's ability to own one's own mind, think one's own thoughts, and not be swayed by others' opinions or expectations. It has to do with one's ability to be oneself no matter what is going on around them. And I'm given the word epidemic. And this is referring to a group which is so large to participate in such heinous activities. They thought they would not get caught, I am being told. The witches' flying monkeys will have the house fall on them too, I am being told. I'm being given a song that would be sung by sailors of the past. It's more of a melody or something. It's not words, it's just ho-hum, and it's being sung in like a pirate song. There have also been several references of pirating in this reading. I am receiving a masculine energy. Honor and integrity, he says. He was a sailor, a ship captain, he says. Not a plunderer, he says. He's giving me the words, ship's captain and ship's crew. He's telling me he was the captain of the crew. He's giving me the word mainstay. This has something to do with, like, being the original. Being or doing something not just with integrity, but it's like he did something for the first time, or he was known for something that was distinctly distinctly what he did, like his employment, or it has something to do with a ship and sailing. Oh, he's saying and I'm not exactly sure what this means, but he's saying he sailed for the first time. Not a marauder, he says. He's giving me the name Magellan. He's trying to communicate something with me, something to me. He's saying that I'm doing something for the first time. He's giving me the word brave. And he's giving me the word overseas. Also the word cryptic. He's telling me that there is money being hidden in overseas bank accounts, as well as in cryptocurrency. And he's giving me the word marauders. He is showing me a man who travels a lot. This man may have a boat as well. He travels overseas as well. Globetrotter, he is saying. Something about this man. He gave me the word children. Something about this man is involved with child trafficking. And he's showing me an orphanage. I don't know why I just received the word trinket. This is referring to toys, which are given to children as bait. He's saying unethical gifts. And he's giving me the word two-tone. The information's coming really fast, so just a second. This has to do with at least a couple of things. One is that his boat may have a two-tone on it, like two-tone color. It may be half one color and half another. So this may be helpful in identifying his boat. The other is his tone of voice. And this representing his ability to speak one language. Yeah, okay, so he speaks more than one language. He also is capable of, like, multi-language aside, he's capable of speaking the language necessary for people to buy into him, buy into whatever he's trying to maraud. If that's a word, I don't know. Whatever he's trying to do, he's trying to manipulate people to something he does has to do with child trafficking, but also stealing money. So he can communicate in ways where it helps him to like fit in with whatever group he's around. So that's what this two-tone means. He's an actor. And this could be literal and metaphorical. Like, he could literally be an actor or some kind of a performer, someone in the spotlight, someone famous even. He could be someone who performs in some way. And also, like the archetype of an actor, where his personality is such that he can be anyone you want him to be. He deceives people by being the person that they want him to be. He uses someone's perception of who he is to his advantage, if that makes sense. Because people, they see through their own lens. And this lens is projected onto others. And we see who we want to see in others by way of our own perceptions. And he is keenly aware of this, and he uses this to his advantage to play into who someone wants him to be in order to use it against them, because it creates an illusion. It verifies who they think he is, when in fact that's not who he is. It's an illusion he creates directly from someone's projection onto him. This man is highly skilled in psychology, in communication, in acting, shape-shifting. I'm being given the movie Catch Me If You Can. Yeah, that's exactly. It's capturing a whole lot. That movie is capturing a whole lot of what I've been talking about, because it has to do with this man capitalizing on other people's projections onto him, being who they want him to be, and marauding, going from place to place, stealing, and just being a criminal, being a fraud. The movie Catch Me If You Can is very significant. It also refers to his cat and mouse game. This man feels he is highly intelligent and the word seductive just came through, but what I'm trying to capture here is he gets off on tricking people, on being someone he is not, and fooling people. And it's a thrill, it's a chase. And so he does it over and over and over again, and being brought back to the merry-go-round. He goes from place to place doing this. And I'm being given the song Around the World by Daft Punk. Also, there have been several indications, messages, inferences of someone being French. And also things occurring overseas from the United States, in Europe. And so I'm getting that this person who travels around or who may be harboring money overseas from the United States, this person could be from France. Or they could be French. Or they could simply speak French. But there's something, and I've been picking up on this for a while now, so there's something that has to do with France, French speaking, and overseas. I'm being given the words main event again. I'm being shown like a party or even like a performance. It feels like a party and a performance at the same time. There is a stage, there is a performance by, it's some kind of musical performance. It's a band or something like that. But it's a party. And it seems that it is being put on in honor of someone or something. I'm being given the word craft. Your craft. This has something to do with a setup. I receive the words waxing and waning. This main event is a setup for a ritual sacrifice. And I'm being given the name Shankella Robinson. I just received the word methodology. Yeah. Shankella Robinson's death and the method in which it became is what he's referring to. It was a setup. It was premeditated murder by several people. Something about an apology. A public apology. There is an event being planned by someone who is involved with the planned murder of the man's wife, who I spoke of earlier. This event is being planned like a celebration, an honoring of this woman for, like, who she is, I guess. And it's a big to-do. There's going to be some kind of public apology for mistaking who she is, not seeing her value or worth. This is being planned by someone who was in the crew, is what I'm being told. Someone who no longer I was going to say who no longer wants to be in the crew, but then he corrected me and said no longer wants to appear to be in the crew. And he's referring me to this globe-trotting man, someone who is a performer. This person participated in more things than they are planning to apologize for. This entire party, this celebration, this honorary performance, whatever it is, this main event, is being planned as a smokescreen to clear up his reputation, to make himself look innocent, as if he didn't know what was going on, or that he didn't participate to the level that he actually did. The woman being honored is being set up to be killed in the method of Shankela Robinson. Backstage, behind the scenes, in some other way, during or following this performance. I want to thank Mr. Magellan for coming through, and I am disconnecting now. Thank you all so much for coming to my mediumship series, The Dead Speak. Our past loved ones have a lot to say, and they very much want to communicate with us. Connecting to our loved ones who are still on the earth plane is a real opportunity for spirits to communicate things left unsaid or things they want their family and friends to know. Most of all, they want their living loved ones to know that they are not alone and that they are loved and being guided from the other side. I do hope this reading reaches the person or family it is meant to. If you're interested in receiving communication from a past loved one, you can create an energetic connection to my channel by subscribing and watching my videos, and they could come through in one of my free collective readings here, or you can book a private mediumship reading with me directly at my website, ReneeGomez.com. Engaging with my channel in any way actually helps, so be sure to share this reading with family and friends to help confirm any information that feels unfamiliar to you. If you appreciate my mediumship, please boost the algorithm by liking this video and consider making a donation to support my work. Donations are never expected, but always appreciated, and can be made anytime at my website or at any of the links found in the description box below. I am sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.